uh, this move, uh, then it would be really bad for black if I had a stone down there, because then he would just be able to extend like this, and he would. This would be really, really bad for black, because either he has to give up this side and like protect his corner or something down here, or he has to like try to get out this way, which it's better in this case since there's stone is at like K16 and stuff. It's better just to go this way, because it's going to be really hard to save the E15 stones, even if he sacrifices the C14 stones. So if white was to play this, or if black was to black should not play this unless he has the ladder, like he does right now. Because if white has the ladder, then it's really, really bad for black. So in this case, he did have the ladder. So this is the other variation. I'm sorry. Like this. Then I check. This move might look a little bit strange to some people. In this case, it's because of the cut at C13. Because if black does what's generally normal, which he actually did in the game, then this is actually a variation. It's something that you can do. But if you see now, white has a cut at B16. Black ignores, then he's dead. So at this point, he has to capture. And as you see, as black, his territory down here isn't solidified. It's not really surrounded very well because of the stone at B13. And his two stones at D13 are pretty weak. So the variation after this, white makes this move, which might look a little bit strange. It's a clamp, in case you guys don't know. Normally this seems more natural, but the reason you don't want to do this is because white will just extend, and now you're walking on the second line, which is, especially, for one thing, you're pushing from behind. You're walking just behind like this, and you're on the second line while you're doing it. So it's like really, really bad. Cutting, there's not really any reason to cut right away. Yeah, sure, you can do this, but if you do this first, if white doesn't do something to protect the cut, then it's a double Atari, obviously. But if he just protects directly, and then you connect, if he pushes this way, you're going to end up making two eyes. And black stones are just floating in the center, aren't really doing anything. They're not really serving any purpose. Because their initial purpose was to cut these stones off right here. But now that the stones are alive, it's not doing anything. So he would have to just jump out like this or something. And then white would just get a move like this. And then he would be still alive. And this move at C8 is actually Sente for white, because if black doesn't respond, then white can make this move. It's like this, and black can't cut off. Black can only like coast me out like this, and then he has to run. So it's also another good thing to note is that even if you can live like this black group right here will probably live, because it's just a wide open center. He can most likely make two eyes out there. But even if you can make life, that's not the point of the game. The point of the game is to try to get territory and stuff. And so if your opponent is getting a whole bunch of territory and stuff while he's attacking you, then that'll be really, really bad for you. So let's say black ran out here somewhere, then I could get stones in this area, and then he would start attacking this group, and then this group would be really hard to live. If he ran towards that group, which would probably be the best thing to do, well, for one, I wouldn't let him even do that. I would probably coast him right here, and then he wouldn't be able to connect to his stones. So by black doing this, running out like this, he is weakening this group over here, and he's still not safe on this side. So even if you can live, running like that isn't, like putting yourself in a position where you run like that is never a good thing. That's why this move is Sente. Okay, so in the actual game, you don't want to connect here because this stone at C12 doesn't matter. This white group is going to live anyways, so it's best just to directly run out like this. So white connects under, like this. This is how it was in the game. So usually the variation you play is at H16. But in this case, that would be a little bit slow. I don't really like that as white because you have stone at K16. So I played right here. Black played here, which is good. I was thinking about playing this move first, which, like I said before, is Sente, but I was afraid of this move. And I did some variations out, and it seems like white can live from what I did in my variations anyways. But in the game, I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd just play it safe and just help my group out with this, while kind of putting pressure on black. So white, this move. This move I think was really bad by me. This move I was like trying to put more pressure on black, but in reality black still has this jump out right here, and if I just make this move, black has to respond, I capture, and I have two eyes down here. And again, these stones at F 13 aren't really doing anything. They're just floating in the middle. So this is also bad for black. But I made this move. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so here. Right here, I'm not sure if this was correct by black, but I don't think I handled this right. I played right here in the game, and then he went like this. And then as you can see, my shape is pretty bad. So I think what I should have done first is first gone here. And then if he goes right here, I go right here. And let's say he captures, then I can connect over. The only thing I don't like about this is I have Gote. And then black can play over here or something. But even if black does get these moves, he's just running me towards my group that's alive. So although it'll be kind of bad for me because I won't be able to really attack this G13 group anymore if he keeps on doing this, it's still fine for me because all of my groups are alive. He still kind of has a weak group in the center, and I have a lot of territory on the top side. I have some potential on the bottom side, and I have a lot of invasion still to do. So I think this might be better for me than what I did in the game. Although in the game I got Sente, so that was good. So in the game it was like this. White here. White can't double Hana here because if he does, there's no ladder because of the R14 move. So we'll move it to cut. Then here, I was thinking about this move, but then if I did do that move, it'd be like this and like this, and then these two stones would be captured, and my group at E4 still isn't completely alive, and my stone at L3 is really weakened right now. And black got a lot of points and reduced me a lot by doing this, so I thought this was too bad for me. I didn't want this. I didn't want to get those stones captured, so I made this move, which might look a little bit strange because obviously the ladder doesn't work. But by doing so, I saved my stones on the bottom side, and it's a little bit risky for the stones at E2. But what I read out, it seemed like my group was okay. It seemed like I could live. So black here made this move, and it ended up going like this. And this way, my group at E2 is pretty nice, and my bottom group down there is pretty good, and his H5 group is kind of weak right now, especially since I got these moves, and then I got to attack him right here, which was really how I won the game. So I think what black should have done is this move first, then white makes it